This podcast absolutely, unequivocally, positively, 100% contains adult material. Mature audiences only, please.
Hey, welcome back to Me and Mrs. Always Right. I am your fabulous, thick, insulated host, me.
And I'm Mrs. Always Right.
Who still looks like she's wearing prison garb.
Hey,
and
it's okay.
It
I
is.
just got home from prison.
Yeah, you did. And we're coming to you from that little trailer park in what looks like Wilson, Texas, baby. Tell us, give us like 10 seconds of what's up in Wilson.
Okay, Wilson, Lynn County, and I did want to mention, because we always say, actually, you always say, everybody's from somewhere, and nobody is going to know this name whatsoever.
And nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care.
Somebody might.
That guy might.
Exactly. So Jerry Bo Coleman was born in Wilson. He was a radio disc jockey, apparently, I guess, pretty famous or whatever. And he was friends and associates with Buddy Holly and Waylon Jennings. Yes.
Oh, so he's an older dude. He's an older cat.
He is an older cat.
Did you snort?
No. No.
So today we're going to bring you, we were talking about how we've been married 20 years. And our marriage,
20 long,
dragged out years. Our
it's
marriage
just been 20. No.
Seems like a lifetime of imprisonment.
It does seem like a lifetime.
Like a lifetime. So yeah, our marriage ain't perfect, man. And
I don't think there really is anybody's marriage that's perfect.
Out of the two. And technically, I know where you're going. You're going to be like, you've been married 3 times. I've legally been married twice. Legally been married twice.
You know what? Technically, no, not really, because the other one.
I'm going to argue the common law thing all day.
Okay.
I kicked her out every 5 days. We were separated.
Okay, but y'all got mail at the same place. Y'all, so, nope, whatever.
So do you want me to introduce myself as married twice or married 3 times? Because 3 times sounds like a hoe.
I mean,
if the shoe fits.
If the shoe fits.
There's a snake in my boots. Anyway, what were you saying? About the common law. So marriage ain't perfect, and we're going to discuss some of the things that doesn't really work in our marriage. No, it not work. I'm trying to get my words.
Yeah, I think I think we just overlook it. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just that I feel very comfortable with you. So
and I do
just,
too.
You know,
but there's still things that pisses you off.
If you do things that piss me off, I'll be mad about it. And guess what? Tomorrow's another day. I'll get over it. Don't take that anger to bed with you.
99% of the things that I've done have not been divorce worthy.
Okay.
True, not true.
We'll take that.
98.
We'll take it.
97. I don't know where you want to go. Give me a number.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right. Someday we may get onto that 1%, but we're not going to cover that 1% today.
No.
So
when I was in a coma and
we were all in a coma, I think, in that period. Wow. Yeah. Now people are going to be like,
what? You need to tell
So I
me.
know one of the things that bothers you, and you tried to set it up, and I understand during this, this is during that time what you kind of thought. I get it, but I have real bad social anxiety in crowds of people. Say your mind. I see your face, and I know where you want to go. I just don't be afraid to say anything.
Oh no! I'm going
great.
to. I just don't want to interrupt, and I want you to put your thing out there, and you just go right.
But
ahead.
it happens more than that one concert we went to.
It does happen. You do get a little anxious around a lot of people sometimes, and maybe you want to go stand over here where there's not a big crowd or whatever. But sometimes I feel that you use your social anxiety for your own fucking benefit. Social. I do.
I get it.
And I think the reason why I feel like that, and this is just the way I feel over your social
I know
anxiety.
it's coming.
What?
No, go.
Now you tell me what
Because you think I only use it on stuff you want to do.
Oh.
Gold star.
Yeah. Maybe not always, though. Maybe not
No.
always, but it just the reason why I feel like that, and it's just little things that just it's like, really? Okay. So through many years of us being together,
Many.
you know, I mean, if you had social anxiety, you just chomped it and threw it in the back of your mind. It's like, I got to make my woman happy. I'm going to do whatever.
It's gotten worse.
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to do whatever it is that we're going to do and just, but then it gets to a point and you're like, yeah, can't do it. Gotta go. So, and I'm going to bring up the one time that we know we're talking about.
I know.
A singer that we like was in concert. I bought tickets. We were going to go. We went. It was a surprise thing for you.
It was.
Right? Okay.
It was.
And
we both like the singer.
Yes, we do. We do. So we go to the venue and we go in. And of course, as always, you're always joined at the hip with your phone, always, right? I understand, a lot of people, you got a lot of shit going on because, you're Mr. Popular. I get it.
I'm kind of famous, but I'm not as famous as a lawyer in Illinois. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that is possible. But anyway, so we go to this venue and we might be there like 15 minutes. And you're like,
I don't even think it was 15 minutes.
I don't either.
And we've been to this venue before.
We have been to this venue
But I'm going to
before.
walk in. I'm going to let you finish, but I'm going to walk you through why this particular time. Okay.
Okay.
I understand what you think, but I please, I'll
Okay.
stop interrupting. Tell your story.
No, it's fine. So we get there. We're not there long. And you're like, oh, got to go. There's like way too many people. And it was a bar. Okay. I get it. It was a bar. And you're like, oh, I can't. It's just overwhelming to me. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. We will go. But what irritated me about it was we left one bar and we went to another bar where your friends were at.
Yes.
And you were okay there. And I'm like.
And I can tell you why.
And I was a little pissed off about it.
I bet.
But I don't think that I said anything.
You don't have to.
And
there's this thing called the look on your face. Said everything, okay?
But I was like, golly,
This particular night. And just so you know, it's Billy Bob's in Fort Worth. And they do have, and I've been to concerts there before, okay?
Yes, we have. But you and I have.
The singer that was there was Gary Allen.
Yes.
And Gary Allen is
a crowd drawer,
right?
Yes.
And so if you've ever been to Billy Bob's in north side of Fort Worth, it has for concerts, it has a table section down, and you can actually buy those seats.
That's where we were at before.
Right. And I'm okay in that area. And let me tell you why, right? In that area, in the table area, there's space. Okay.
Right.
There's space in between the tables and all that. I don't feel so shoulder to shoulder, okay?
I get it.
And, even in the standing area, Billy Bob's, if it's not a big draw, I got room to move around. I felt like on this particular instance, man, we were in that corner by that ramp, and I felt that was the only place for me to stand.
Very claustrophobic.
And let me tell you, too, because I noticed that when we were in Chicago, myself, when I'm out in public, and we're walking down the street or a crowded area, staying moving helps, okay? And I'm fine with that. But I go out of my way, I feel, to be polite. I don't want to bump into people. I'll give them the courtesy of going first.
Yes.
And people are fucking dicks, okay?
Absolutely.
And it's not that I don't like fighting or confrontation or anything like that. I just know how I am. And as I've gotten older, I don't like that guy. I don't like... because let's say I bump into somebody and they turn around and we're a fucking dick. Well, there's no reason to act like that. And I just don't want to be in a confrontation.
Happen.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So this particular night was Billy Bob's was very crowded. It was probably capacity. Okay.
It was crowded. Yes.
And I do understand. And yes, we did go to another bar. But that bar is no longer open. It was Electric Cowboy in South Fort Worth, right? That bar doesn't get near as crowded. I have room to breathe. We have our area, our table, my friends. I can walk around. I can breathe. Okay.
Right. I get it.
And I understand where that concern came from. Where and God bless you. And I'm not even religious. Thank you for thinking of me and going to that. And I probably would have enjoyed that show. I love Gary Allen. If we would have been in the lower section, okay?
Right. If we would have been like sardines,
right? I've taken you to see Dolly Parton,
yes,
right, and that was in a theater or a venue, but we had seats, okay. There was even that one time, and you took me to the rodeo. You remember the stock show?
Yes,
we love going to the stock show, right? But God, I know I'm so weird. I was not outside row, right? And that it just. I can't move, and I'm a big guy, right? I'm big. I got to be able to get these big old fat thighs open and get stretched out. But, I just, in an airplane, and I don't know why, when I fly, I'll always pick a window seat, right? And you would think.
Well, it makes you feel.
Well, you would think.
It expands your view, so it makes you feel not as claustrophobic.
And that's what I'm saying. Most people would think I would want the aisle seat, but the window has. Where it gives me the appearance of space, right?
Yes, I get it.
And that's why I choose them. Plus, the window has that little cutout, and I got shoulder room. It's great, but that one is on me. I apologize for that. I try not to let it bother me, but you can tell when it's bothering me. I know you can because
I do.
But I mean, you've gotten better. You picked. I think you try to pick seats where I'm going to have space. Like the second time we went. Back to we had an aisle seat. I was able to sit in the aisle. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't always get them, especially.
I know.
Like I've looked now and the tickets that are and we're talking about the stock show because we like to go. It's a lot of fun.
I love going.
You can't always find two seats together and one of them being an aisle. Unless you're going to sit way up, where they do it now. Is a lot better, so I feel that you're going to be able to see decently from anywhere. But they're so fucking expensive now that you can't afford really to go to any kind of anything like that because you've got to work 50 hours of overtime every week to be able to afford going anywhere, which is bullshit.
Weren't you saying for our local NFL team, the standing room only was $200 a piece? Standing
room only, $200 a piece. And that was the cheapest that they were.
That's not parking. That's not having a $30 fucking beer.
That's nothing.
Nothing.
And I'm like, no, at $200 a piece, that's $400. That's almost $500. That's more than I make a week cleaning toilets. But
yeah, you do.
But at that price, guess how many snacks I can buy, and we can have here at the house.
Yeah, and
we can watch
and have good food.
Exactly, and we can watch the reruns, and we don't have to worry about smelling somebody behind us who hadn't bathed in a week, and we don't have to worry about anything like that.
Nope.
So I feel that it's no longer affordable really for the common man to go outside and do things like that.
But we did, and we didn't go this last year. We went the year before. We went to the XFL, and those were decent tickets.
Yes.
Right? Decent tickets for a decent price.
The Renegades, right?
Yeah, the Arlington Renegades.
Yes.
At a decent price for decent football. It wasn't the greatest football, but it was definitely a time killer and somewhere to go and something to enjoy doing.
I'm gonna have to look into that again.
We do need to go back because it's coming up because it's after the NFL. After the NFL.
Yeah,
after
I was gonna say I don't know when the season is.
It's almost like Winter League.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, I wouldn't mind doing it
The only
again.
complaint I had about that was that food was shit.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. But that's something we can go to. So I apologize to you for my social anxiety.
It's fine. I understand it, but it just makes me mad. It does make me mad. Maybe not mad, but it makes me a little irritated when we just leave one for another or something. And
I understood. I understand your grievances. I filed them.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And I filed it in the let's work on that category of our marriage. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
You also get to the point in our marriage that I do enjoy being with you. And
we have a great time.
We have
together.
a great time. But you and everybody sees it. We had some company men come in this week, and we had a company family dinner, and you were out there, and we were working with with the guy in the laboratory of the bubblegum wrapper company.
He's a cool guy.
I love him to death, right? But he had made a comment like, "Oh, she takes good care of you." Do you think I expect you to do these things for me, though?
Sometimes I feel if I don't do them, they don't get done. Because like I've seen your laundry hamper be overflowing, and you're like, I think I'm needing some work clothes. Okay, that washer hadn't moved in years.
If you missed the laundry episode last week, go back and rewatch that. There's some great shit in there.
Yeah, but that laundry hamper and the laundry.
I'm allergic to laundry soap.
Apparently.
And laundry
but I'm just saying, it's
laundry.
And dishes, unless it's got food on it, and then you're okay with it.
But I try to do stuff for you in ways that I can do, right? So
play your game and stay out of my way.
Look, bitch.
Watch your TV and lift your feet if I'm sweeping.
I will lift my feet. I feel like that's the right thing to do.
That's
Why
true.
would I keep my feet on the floor while you're trying to sweep?
Nope, I get it. I get it. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You do little things like that.
But look, here's the deal. If I come home and you make dinner and you bring it and I eat it and you sit down and you eat, I try to make the effort to get up and to pick it up. I don't want you to get up.
Absolutely. You will get up, take my plate into the kitchen with me.
To modify certain behavioral aspects of my personality, okay?
No, and I do appreciate that's nice of you.
I also feel I contribute in different ways. Let's take, for instance, heights, okay? God knows you do it. You go up there and you put lights around this house trailer every year, Christmas lights, and I know you measure 2 3/4 inches apiece,
2.5 inches
so
apart.
she climbs up on the roof and she gets on the edge of the roof and she's putting these lights up and she does a fantastic job.
And she knows. Straight.
And here's the issue, right? Because right?
OCD.
If I looked and I see a light that's crooked, I can't. It's got to be fixed, okay?
Yeah. And I'm like, get up there and do it your goddamn self. I don't tell him that because I know he won't do it.
I can't because I tried the first year we had this house to get up there when we did, or the first time we did it. Fat guys don't fall well, baby.
But you didn't fall.
Because I didn't get by the edge. I stayed in the center on the peak and I fed you the lines. I can't get by I can't do it.
I know.
And
I try to do things to your standards. And
thank you.
And they do look very, very nice. It does take me all day long to do that.
I know.
But they do look very nice. They're very uniform.
You do a great job. You should charge it because I feel you could pull a premium.
Charge bullshit.
You could pull a premium for how well you do Christmas lights around the house. But this year, I don't want you to have to keep getting up and down. So we spent a decent amount of money, and I'm not going to mention the company yet until I see until it's done. So I can see how well it's done. We contributed together, but it was my idea.
Well, I mentioned the idea a couple of years ago.
But you thought it was like $80,000.
And you were kind of against it, though. Then
I don't remember that.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
But you'll be able to control these lights from an app, and you can have different lights every day. You don't got to get up on the roof. They're going to be permanently mounted. I can't wait. I want you to be happy.
I am looking forward to that. I'm very excited about that.
These motherfuckers coming out need to know when their installation how OCD I am. They better have shit fucking spaced out right. I can't.
Well, I think that they're automatically spaced out anyway.
Just letting you fucking know.
No, I get it. I get it. I'm excited. I don't know. I feel for some reason, and I know that when they are installed, I know that you would like to be here because you want to watch, maybe film a little bit.
I do want to try to do something.
But I feel that they're going to contact me next week while you're out of town, and they're going to go, hey, I'm going to do it this day. And
that's fine. And I'll teach you how to work a camera. I'll teach you how to work a camera. I can work with any shot you take. Okay?
Okay.
And then we're going to get the drone up, and there's a potential media opportunity here with this. And we're going to try to make a decent video and see how that goes. But
yeah,
I'm trying to get back
count on me. Hopefully I can put it off a week.
No. Let them come. Let them come and do it. It's fine.
I know. I am looking forward to it.
I don't understand why I'm not the got to turn the light switch on 3 times OCD guy.
Well, that's okay.
But I mean,
the thing is,
we moved a table yesterday because we had to make room for the people we had yesterday. And when they put that second table there, the grain wasn't going the right way.
It wasn't uniform.
It was not uniform.
And you couldn't stand it.
In work areas, shit has to be a certain way. You have to do it. It has to be done a certain way for it to be done to my standards, the procedures. Now, I try not to get into how other people do their job
because they
with
start
with their equipment.
They
That's
start
on them.
here and they end here with the same results.
Don't care. But here's where I care. Using my equipment, I take care of it a certain way that I expect. Treat it like I would treat it. If you don't do that, don't fucking use it.
I get it.
And that's where I'm at on that.
I understand.
Do you feel like you have to still take care of me? Do you feel like I expect
absolutely.
You to? Really?
I have to take care of you. Yes.
But do you expect it still? Do you think I expect it? Not you expect it.
Sometimes I think that you're so comfortable with me doing all of the stuff that I do that you're like, yeah, I don't really have to. And maybe that's not what you're thinking.
It is.
I don't really have to. So she's doing it. I'm just going to allow her to continue to do it.
I feel we have certain roles.
See, sometimes though it irritates me because you go to work.
Let it all come out, baby.
You go to work. You have a job. Guess what? I have a job.
You do have a job.
Then we come home and you have another job. Let's say doing this company stuff, editing and stuff like that. Doesn't take you all week, but you do it. And I'm so glad because I hear you. I
see you buttering the bread, right?
Technology is not my thing.
It is not.
But also in my defense, so you go to work, you do your stuff, you come home. Depends on what day it is. You might do some editing. You might, but then that's taken care of. And then the rest of the week, you play a game or you watch what you want to on TV.
I got a good life. I got a good life.
I go to work, I come home, I have to take the trash out, I have to do the laundry, I have to change the sheets, and you're like, how come you didn't? And I'm like, you want me to learn more stuff, and it's not necessarily I have the time to learn more stuff because who's going to take the recycle out? Who's going to buy the groceries? Who's going to sweep the floor?
I want you
Who's
to understand.
Do the laundry?
And here it comes, right? I'm capable.
You are I bet. Well, but, I'm not. I'm just going to say I bet you're capable.
I am capable.
Not seen it.
Bullshit.
I've not seen it, but I'm sure
you're capable. How many times you take the trash out? I try to bring it back in. Blah 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 blah. I try to do for you. Okay. Here's your issue, and here's where it comes in. Okay. You have a time frame of when you want it done. I have a different time frame of when I want it done.
That's true.
Okay. I know for a fact Thursday's trash day. Okay. Trash has got to go out on Wednesday night.
Yes.
It doesn't necessarily have to be out at 6:00 at night on Wednesday. It can go out at 10:00. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. All I got to do is drag 3 trash cans out there, 2, 3 sometimes. But you know what? You take them out there at 6.
I take them out whenever.
Yeah. I mean, I can take them out before I go to bed. I can do it.
You could. You don't, but you could.
Let me do it.
The recycle bin that's inside that we use, the trash can that we use for recycle, it gets full and I come in.
It's a long walk from the pantry to the recycle bin.
No, what I was going to say, apparently it's a long walk from the kitchen cabinet by the refrigerator where the beer is.
Sometimes I get
to the pantry where the recycle. That's like 5 fucking steps or less.
I get it.
But I will have a pile of cans.
Listen to me, woman.
Here because you're getting. Oh, let me set it here because I got to get some more beer. And away I go. Yes. Now I got beer.
Yes.
Take these cans instead of piling them
but
here.
Hear me the fuck out.
Recycle.
Hear me the fuck out, okay? Yes, they do build up right there, okay? But either A, typically my last beer trip in, I'll get them. If I forget them, you know what? When I get up in the morning and I'm making coffee, I see them, but
I've
you know,
already put them in the recycle.
exactly your time frame. You're like, oh, this motherfucker ain't going to do it. I'll put him in there.
Well, you
Leave
have
'em
all
there.
night long.
Leave him there. I'll get him.
It doesn't work with the dishes.
That is true, and I understand that, but they fight back.
Okay.
Imagine I'm a cat. I don't like to get wet.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I got you.
But with all that being said, and we're running out, we're getting short on time. I absolutely, and anybody would. I love my life with you. Anybody married
I
to
want
you.
a life like mine.
That's what,
like yours. Like I want to marry somebody like me when I grow up.
And so
okay,
does,
that's
and
all
so
I'm
does,
saying.
So does Dave. So does everybody. And I didn't finish that story, but when we're out at dinner, Dave's like, "Oh, you got it made. Blah blah blah. You know, anything, she takes care of you." And I'm like, I know. And I appreciate it. Yes, I want to marry somebody like you. You want to marry somebody like you. Everybody I know wants to marry somebody like you. Okay.
Okay.
You're a fantastic, fantastic partner and wife.
Aww,
seriously.
Thank you.
But your biggest thing to me, the biggest thing I feel you have done for me is you allow me to be me. And God knows I can be stupid sometimes. I say some dumb shit and you just laugh.
Sometimes that dumb shit is hilarious
but
as
true.
hell.
Just like with the car thing. And we talked about that in the pre-show, and I don't want to get into it here, but people were thinking it. I just say it, right?
That's true. That's true. That's definitely something that I do not have to fear that you're going to hold back because you think you're going to hurt somebody's feelings. You're going to say whatever it is you're thinking. You have no filter between here
that's not
and
true.
Here.
Because
No,
we
that
were in
is
a
true.
situation
That is true.
yesterday
That is
where
true.
I wanted
know.
to fucking open my mouth.
You were not the only one.
Okay.
You were not the only one that wanted to say certain things.
There are a couple of things where I feel that it's not my place to open my mouth. Okay. As much as I disagreed with what happened yesterday, I thought it. I whispered it to you, but I'm not going to yell that out loud.
Okay. I didn't yell it out loud, but I did kind of mention to
Honey Badger, baby,
somebody else that it did not go unnoticed.
It
basically.
It didn't.
It didn't. And I was a little taken aback by it. I'm not going to lie.
I think everybody on that side of it knew. Okay.
Yes.
But
yes.
I appreciate my life with you. You allow me to be me. And I really feel like there's certain things that's helped me grow because you do let me be me. Now you have to be the person around me when I say some stupid fucking shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
it's like,
don't we know what's coming. But no. I think why the marriage has worked as long as it has is
I'm a very patient person.
Very patient.
Very forgiving.
You laugh every now and then. Yes, you are. Everybody who knows you knows. Everybody who knows you knows.
I try to be a good person.
And they look at me
and go, what the
fuck? That's exactly. And this is why. This is why I'll never hit the lottery because I've already done it.
Oh, baby, that was good.
Obligatory team high five. Thank you.
Pat on the back.
Pat,
there you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
it's true though.
Well, I mean, I like being
all
around
of my luck.
you.
I hope so, and I enjoy doing this. I'm glad we started this. Someday we'll get famous. I might be 80, but
I might have you buried in the backyard somewhere too. Who knows? No,
if I go missing, I'll give you I'll leave my address on an encoded disc somewhere.
Okay, so people can find you. No, you know what? I'm going to tell these people you ran off to Mexico with some fucking half-ass hooker, and they're going to believe
they
me.
are. That's what I don't get.
Because I don't lie. I don't lie about anything.
You don't. So, but they will believe that I ran off with some fucking hooker to fucking Mexico to do blow. They will. All you'll have to do.
Because you talk about it all the
time. They'll be like, yeah, he ran off to do blow out of some hooker's ass crack. They'll be like, oh, yeah, we expect it.
Yeah. He might be back. He might not. I don't know, So, no, I'm not going to kill you, honey.
Hey, I appreciate the time you took with me today.
No problem.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, email us at meandmrsalways right at gmail.com.
All complaints.
Go to Trevor the Intern. This has been such a great show. I'm having a hard time doing this. All complaints, go to Trevor the Intern.
There you go.
Please email us topics, questions, stuff you want us to touch on. That's what we're here for.
We're trying something new with this one, trying to stay basically close enough to one topic to, because we are ADHD podcast. But you can also find us on Facebook, X, and YouTube.
And help support this podcast by becoming a member of Patreon at patreon.com/me and Mrs. Always Right. There you'll get pre and post show content right along with unedited episodes. Nice.
Like you've done that before.
Oh, I got to do the Rollcat Media thing. I always think it's like your term, but it's not.
Oh.
If you have any audio or video editing needs, want to start a podcast editing, contact Rollcat Media at rollcatmedia@gmail.com. Oh, they produce this podcast. Did I ever tell you that?
They do an excellent
job. A guy works
job.
his ass off. And then he plays games and doesn't do the laundry.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right.
Okay.
I love you.
It's expected.
I love you.
I love you too, honey.
All right. You have a great night.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye, babe.
Bye. Bye.
Merle.
Bye.
I love Merle.
I know.